Hi drummers, hope you're well. Little drum fill of the week for you today. It goes like this. Here it comes. And here it is. So I was having a face-to-face session with channel member Andrew today. Shout out to Andrew. And we just had a jam, as we often do, to warm up. And we said, let's play with a swinging feel. So a straight eighths groove, but with a swinging 16th note feel. So 1, 2, 3, and 1. That kind of groove feel. And then on the drum fill, I just played this randomly. Just occurred to me in the moment, and he did that thing of going, whoa, what was that? What was that? I need to know what that is. And I've said this before on this channel, but I love it. I love that moment when that happens, because I didn't think of any big thing of it, but he loved the sound of it, and he spent the next 10 minutes or so putting it together. It's a real simple thing, and I think this works with the swinging 16th note feel, but also with the straight feel. The basic idea is 1 So you play it, it's 1 bar long, and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and coffee, 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 motorbike. It's a flam on beat 1, a crash with a kick on and, a snare drum on beat 2, crash with a kick on and. You can use whatever cymbals you like, some kind of crash. And then same thing on beat 3, 3. So all the crashes go on the ands. And then on beat 4, I went 4E and, which I orchestrated something like that. 2 snares and a tom-tom. Orchestrate it any way you like, but 4E and. If we're swinging it, 4E and. And here it comes. You getting it? Real simple thing. 1 and 2 and 3. So I'll go real slow here, and I'll pick up some speed as we loop. I'll do 1 bar groove, 1 bar fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2. Go a bit quicker. 1, 2, Real simple thing, right? But sometimes musically you just do something, and I get why he was excited about it. I actually think it's a great fill, and I'll use it again. So I'm going to put a bit of music, have a little groove along with me if you like, and I'm going to play along with a drumless track from a really brilliant channel that I love. Shout out to them. It's called Jamming Backing Tracks, like jamming, like N apostrophe, and it's a brilliant resource for like brilliant jam along tracks. I'm going to follow the format all the way here of 3 bars groove, 1 bar fill. I'll goof around a little bit on the fill. Please do the same. But on the drum fill, I'll pretty much stick to blat shat 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 dum. Here we go. 3, 4. Drum fill. and so on and so on. You get the idea. So, boom, poof. Simplest thing in the world, but just a really cool musical phrase. There you go. Another final thing here. People often message me and say things like, oh, I like the drum fills of the week, and I learn them, and then I forget them. So I'll play them for a bit, and they just sort of play them and then forget them. Often people will message me and say, how do you remember them all? Here's what I do. I stick them on the wall, right? So what I do is I've got my wall here, and you actually can't see it that well in the shop. There's loads and loads of bits of paper, and I just blue tack them to the wall. And what I do is whatever things I've kind of got on the boil, and it could be little drum fill ideas, other times it's just little things I jot down, I stick them up on the wall, and I make sure they stay there. If I work on something, I make sure it stays there for at least a few weeks. Because what I really want to do is not just look at something and say, oh, that's cool, and then move on and forget it. I really want to, when I do stuff like this, personally, just assimilate it. That's kind of the whole point, is take it into your vocabulary. And I feel like by having it there, present in front of you for a few weeks, that really allows me to do it. And I find that if I go and do gigs or play anywhere else, I'll sit here practicing so much that when I close my eyes, wherever I am on my gig, I can see that wall of stuff in front of me. That's a really good way to do it. I do it with big things that I work on over long periods of time. So on my wall here, I've got my practice plan. I've got my, things that I work on just all the time. Bass drum exercises, fat back exercises, drum rudiments, the 40 drum rudiments, foot ostinatos I've currently got. And then accent patterns like single accents, double accents, triple accents I've got here. I've also got some linear little phrases that I'm working on. And then some drum fills, right? So some just random fills like this, which I jot down. Typically I'll have about, 5 to 10 like fills I've just got on the boil, and I'll keep them there for at least 2-3 weeks, something like that. Not saying you have to do that, just out of interest. That's my answer to the question, how do you not just forget drum fills after you've learned them, is I stick them up on the wall, I digest them for a bit, and I sort of keep them there for long enough till I feel like they really are truly in there, in your vocabulary. I suppose ultimately, rather than just knowing some drum fills, what we're looking to get to the point of doing is, I don't know, for people, this often seems quite elusive when they're first learning, to get to that point of being able to create on the fly. But one really important part of getting to that point, I feel, is by taking in, good material and learning. I think learning fills note for note is a really, really good idea, even if you want to be creative mostly when you play, because what you're doing is you're exposing your brain to some great musical ideas that you can then take in, assimilate, and use and combine in your own way. So that's the answer to that question. That's what I do to remember stuff and to ultimately sort of hopefully take it in and create with those ideas myself. I stick them on the wall in front of me. There you go. Now you know. Thanks a million. Shout out to channel member Andrew, who was excited about that particular fill today. And thanks as always for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you can. I appreciate that no end. And as usual, thanks to all the amazing channel members who support this channel and help it grow like crazy. If you have enjoyed these videos, found them useful, helpful, and you're looking for some support with your drumming as well, please consider becoming a channel member. For £10 a month, you get to support this channel and help it grow, and I will appreciate that like crazy. Thank you so much to all the amazing people who've done that, not least in the last week or two. Loads of people have signed up. I appreciate that no end, and I'll do some shout outs very soon. And you get a load of things in return: a customized practice plan, a complimentary Zoom or face-to-face session where we'll go through and plot out exactly what your practice plan is going to be. I'll update that as you go along. You get feedback on your drumming. Send me practice videos. I'll give you video responses as feedback. Whole lot of other features, members videos, breakdowns of the songs that I play on here, transcription, and practice along versions for the sort of tutorial type of videos that I put on, and loads and loads and loads of other things in the pipeline as well. Oh, access to future, if you want them, face-to-face and Zoom sessions as well. Thanks a million for watching as always. Really appreciate it. See you soon. Cheers.